What up though? It's your boy Wiz, man. I'm back in here with another SSL SiX video. I got a request from somebody, or a comment should I say, from somebody wanting me to show them how to run Logic with the SiX. So we're gonna do something a little different today. Instead of using Pro Tools, we're gonna use a different DAW. We're gonna use Logic, and I'm gonna show you how to export your stems out of there, run it through the SiX, blow it up on the SiX, and shoot it right back into Logic, man. So I want to send a shout out to everybody who's been watching the videos, all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Everybody showing comments, showing love, sharing videos, adding them to your playlist, all that stuff, man. It's all good. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Let me show y'all what I'm doing over here with Logic. All right, so here's my session that I got up in Logic right now. I got some stems up here from a joint that I made. And we got it running through the SiX. In order to do it, it's pretty easy. It's actually very similar to how I was doing it in Pro Tools, except I found myself not having to do all of the same workarounds in the I/O settings. It seems like everything was pretty much set up for my Apollo once I opened it up. So what I did was I went to my, let's say this one for instance right here. This is my bass. So we'll solo that. Let me come up here and loop it. Boom. All right, so play the bass. And in most cases, when you dump your stems in, they're gonna come in stereo. Just like that. I wanna send this out to channel 1 in particular. I'll mute this. Right now it's going to 1 and 2 because it's set to stereo in there. But once I hit mono, I could open up here. Not input, my bad, y'all. We're gonna go to output right here. Output, right now it's on stereo. We're gonna go down to mono and switch that to output 1. Again, you're not gonna get that mono option if you do it on a stereo track. So say like this one is still stereo. If I open this up, it's only gonna give us options to do stereo 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 surround. So if you want it to be mono, you gotta make sure you hit that little tab there, then it's gonna give you the mono option. But I basically have that going out output 1, and again, I'm coming out of the Apollo into channel 1 right here. Yada yada yada. And we're gonna do the same thing for the other channels too. Here's some MPC stuff, some drums. I sent that to 2, as you can tell right here. Got that going to channel 2. And you want to do the same thing for all the other channels as well. These I'm sending out stereo. This vocal sample stuff. And that's going to 3 and 4. Just like I have it right here, out 3 and 4. So it's gonna come out of my Apollo 3 and 4, right into 3 and 4 on my SiX. Oh, right here. Another thing too is if you want to take advantage of that headphone jack like I was doing in Pro Tools, you could do that in this DAW as well. If you in your Logic and you want to, you know, stem out something stereo or even mono, your headphone jack out is going to be 9 and 10. That's using the Apollo Twin. I'm assuming if you're using something like an 8 or something like that, your headphone outs are probably going to show up more than likely on your last 2 output channels. So 9 and 10 on mine. So when I hit this, I got my hats going on this channel right here, coming out of my headphone jack, going right into channel 5 and 6 right here. So it's pretty simple to do. Once you get everything routed the way you want, you'll have everything pop up here on your SiX, and you can kind of mix it down from here. and dump it right back into there. Now say if I wanted to dump that back in, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make me a new track. Oh, not a new session, my bad, tripping. Let me go up here, boom. We're gonna make a new track with inputs 1 and 2. It's just giving me, we'll do no input right now. Create, and over here we're gonna make it stereo. Remember that little tab right there? Gotta make it stereo to get that 1 and 2 option to show up. Boom. So I'm gonna mute this because I don't wanna double the feedback here. Unsolo these. And we should see some signal. But we do not. There we go. And again, I can monitor what's going there pretty much from my master fader here. And that's gonna allow me to do my mix on here, you know, and have it dump back in here once I hit record. So it's a good way to get your mix done on the SiX and dump it right back into Logic, just like I was doing in Pro Tools before. So it's pretty simple. Not too much of a task, not too much changing anything in the I/O matrix of Logic. You kind of just plug and play, which is really dope. Boom, there you got it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be mixing in no time on this thing. Once you get your Logic going, you get it routed out to your SiX. Just depending on whatever interface you're using, you might have more I/O than I do on this Apollo Twin, but yeah, it's pretty simple. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. 6 channels coming right out of your Apollo if you're taking advantage of that headphone jack. Remember, you're gonna need an insert cable for that, so make sure you cop yourself an insert cable, $10, and you'll be straight, man. Don't get it confused with a splitter. It is not a splitter. It is a TRS 1/4 inch that splits out to 2 mono 1/4 inch. And you're gonna be able to plug that into, like I got it plugged in on 5 and 6 in mine, but obviously you can plug it into any one you want to. So there it is, man. Appreciate y'all watching. Like I said, if y'all got any more questions, any more, you know, suggestions, anything y'all want me to try out in this thing, let me know. And we're gonna get it together, man. It's your boy G-Wiz.